Let's talk about. Did you watch?
I did.
Cerrone.
I did. I watched Cerrone, and I know you kind of.
You watched on Fight Pass,
and you kind of secretly were worried about Donald in that fight.
Super worried. Yeah.
And I could understand because you were kind of tight-lipped about it, but you were kind of looking at me sideways like he's a monster and not a good fight for him. And then I watched that, and that guy is just. I mean, he's just a fucking beast. For me, though, as a fight fan, I can't see what he's doing. Like, you can probably see it. Like, I can't see why he's able to connect that way and why he first of all, he's bigger framed. I get it. But
Donald's fought bigger guys before.
Yeah. He looked a lot like Conor McGregor. His style to me looked like a lot like Conor McGregor, the way he was standing, the way his head was up. And but he just seemed to have a secret that
I don't think it's a secret. I think that's actually diminishing what he did. And even Donald said, he goes, I wasn't off. I didn't have a bad night. He's that fucking good.
Yes.
It's not a secret.
So what was it,
though? It's years of training at a high level kickboxer.
Right.
He's a phenomenal striker.
So being able to measure distance.
That's a world-class striker.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no secret.
But isn't Donald a world-class striker, or is it different? He's an MMA guy.
Donald wasn't as decorated as this guy was in striking.
Gotcha.
Donald is a phenomenal mixed martial artist striker, but Donald wasn't a world champion kickboxer.
So it's a striking thing, right?
I mean, the guy's world class. Yeah. But to be fair, and I did not call this, I thought it was a bad fight for Donald for a number of reasons, because we don't know who Darren Till is. Donald, if he wants to get a title shot, this isn't the way to do it. I know he wants to fight, but Darren Till, unranked, when you look into him, he's a fucking nightmare. And I didn't see the pros and cons for the pros in Donald's favor. Even if Donald went in there, head kicked him in 3 seconds. Well, yeah, dude, you fought a guy who's unranked. Big deal.
Right.
But then how many people were going to look into, well, no, you head kicked this guy who's an amazing striker, fascinating story from Liverpool, speaks Portuguese and English, trained in Brazil for many years. He's a freak, Jesus. So the majority of the fans aren't going to look into Darren Till.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I knew a little bit about Darren Till. I didn't know extensively how talented he was. Then you look in and you're like, oh my God, Donald, what are you doing?
Jesus. So who's managing? It's like, anyway, but Donald fight anybody anywhere. And that Darren Till said that he has such enormous.
That's why you love Cowboy.
That's why you love Cowboy.
But there's a double-edged sword. And, Rogan and I were talking about this on The Companion. For Cowboy, how's this end for Cowboy? Because when you want to be that, I'll fight anyone anywhere, I'll be this guy. Well, you never get to a level where you're making that life-changing money because you're never champion.
Yeah.
You're never getting pay-per-view points.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting anyone anywhere.
Yeah.
But those aren't the best fights for you.
Yeah.
You're Donald Cerrone. I'll take that. I do this. I do that. Well, how has that worked for anyone ever?
I wonder if Darren Till does the same thing to Wonder Boy, to Robbie Lawler, and finally to Tyron Woodley. Tougher with Tyron because Tyron's going to take you down, or he won't.
Well, Till's tough to take down. He
sure
has the
is.
size, but he has the striking.
Right.
When you see Till walk through a guy before, listen. Anyone who goes, I knew Darren Till was going to walk through Cowboy, you're full of shit. Because really at Darren Till's earlier fights, he wasn't blowing your hair back. No. He had all decisions. He had a draw. So he wasn't knocking your socks off.
Okay.
But then when you get the right matchup and you see his strike and his abilities and his size, and you're like, all right, we got something here. And I always give the UFC heat where I go, hey, they never invest in other products. Here they kind of did. Cowboy took the bait, took the fight. But again, how many people actually saw this fight? It was on Fight Pass.
Yeah.
Maybe 50,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is Darren Till a superstar now? No.
Right.
No.
24 years old, though.
The guys who are balls deep in MMA are like, damn, Darren Till's going to be sick to watch. And at 170, I mean, to me, as up and comer, he's numero uno. I want to watch that guy fight more than anyone now.
Me too.
I want to see what happens next.
Me too.
But I'm balls deep in MMA.
Yeah.
My brother, but a lot of people who aren't in MMA went, wait, Cowboy lost. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, Cowboy lost.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
No one's talking about Darren Till. It's, Cowboy lost.
Yeah.
This is what happens because it's on Fight Pass. If I'm the UFC, I replay that. Somehow I put that on before the fight this weekend or on the big November 4th card. I don't know what you do. I think you sneak that fight in there somehow.
Sure.
Before the prelims or something, like check out Darren Till.
Well, I don't know why he was calling out Mike Pence or
Mike Perry.
Mike Perry as opposed to calling out
I didn't understand that either.
You know what I mean? Hey, call out Robbie Lawler. Call out.
No, he did an interview
Boy.
about that. He goes, listen, a lot of people go, oh, if you beat Donald, yes, for a title shot. He goes, no, I haven't earned that. I haven't. Cowboy gave me this big shot.
Wow.
That's one of the reasons I fucking like this kid, because he goes, I haven't earned that. I'm not that guy who's gonna beat one guy. Oh, I want title shot. Give me this. I'm gonna prove to you how good I am.
Wow.
He goes, I'll work my way up. I'm gonna beat all of them, but I'm gonna work my way up. Also, if let's say he fights Robbie Lawler, what's his contract? 12-12? No. You beat you, so now you're undefeated. You just beat Donald. I don't know how many fights are left on his contract. Now you get Mike Perry. It's a great matchup for him, but Mike Perry has a fight, which is a tough fight for Mike Perry. But then you get Mike Perry, great match for him. And then you beat him. Now you renegotiate because now you're fighting top 5. Now you want to get paid like that. Sure. But when you jump to the top right away, like I did, then you're fighting these legends who are getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. You're getting paid peanuts. Even if you beat him, you might get a bonus, but it's not life changing.
Right.
So for him, he's going about the right way. Yeah.
All right. That's very interesting.
Rest card was shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a lot of those fights. They were not that exciting.
Yeah,
all right.
But for Cowboy, it's 3 losses in a row. It's a bummer. Yeah, but the striking there, you're dealing with a K1 European champion. So you go, what's the secret? The secret is working your ass off.
Well, the secret is I got to get myself to fucking
Europe?
Liverpool and start training. All right? That's the secret.
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
Maybe.
All right. Let me know.